get
Sorry,
really high
sorry,
def
I'm
camera
stupid. Okay,
so
sorry.
no one can see your imperfect. You can't. Can you see any wrinkles in this face? Hell no. Huh? Hell no.
A little cloudy though.
Good.
Why is it so
Yeah,
cloudy?
yeah. A little cloudy, but I'm okay with a little cloudy, bro.
Blaine's all crystal clear. You can see all his wrinkles and
Ah,
shit.
yeah. I don't need. I'm good.
Bro, you
Let
can
him
see
see
my
his
peach fuzz.
12-year-old ass peach fuzz. Who gives a fuck?
That's what I'm saying.
He's
That is what
13. 13.
I was gonna say he's 13.
Look at this. You see that? You know what? That's a mustache. Only a
I've never heard that.
only a man can grow a mustache. You know what I mean?
A moustache.
No, yep, I will. By the time I'm a man, you'll probably be dead.
Probably. Either that or geriatric and like in a home. You know?
He's gonna be in hospice by the time
Yeah,
you get old.
yeah. He's gonna be bringing me food like, here you go, you old fuck.
I'm
Thanks. You know?
Remember that one time when the lady at the store called you 30, or you said you didn't look over a day over 30?
Dude, were you there for that, Gene? No, this lady came in the store and I mean, since we sell THC products now in the shop, it's like
What?
yeah, we sell like
Oh man.
legal THC now in the shop.
What, you got that fucking Delta 8 and shit?
Yeah, yeah. So since we sell the legal THC, I mean, this lady comes in the shop and I know all this old school slang. You know what I mean? Like for people that were raised in the 70s and 80s, like buying lids, for example. People nowadays don't know what that means. But if you know what it means, you know what it means, right? So it's kind of like that. This lady was like listening to my nomenclature, if you will, of that she knew, and she was like, how old are you? You can't be over a day over 30. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm 30. I'm 30. Yeah, that's right, I'm 30. Yeah.
What made it even better,
Wait,
too?
how old are you?
I'm 27. I'm close, right? I'm close. Yeah, I'm an old fuck, bro.
Bro, you're young. Okay, I don't want to hear it.
But
I'm old.
but
I'm
this
26.
but later that day, we're walking
30.
around Walmart, bro.
Oh,
We're walking around Walmart later that day, and and I'm like, dude, damn, my back, I'm like, my legs hurt, I'm sore as fuck, I fuck shit, you know, I run and stuff, so I run a lot, I ran that morning, I was like, dude, I'm sore, bro, my back hurts and shit, and Blaine was like, yeah, you're fucking 30, bro, what do you expect? I was like, you piece of shit, fuck you, you asshole, you little piece of shit, bro, what the fuck?
That's
So,
what Blaine would do.
so now it's an on-running thing, an ongoing joke that I'm fucking 30. And Blaine's like, yeah, you're 30, bro. What the fuck you want? Because this lady in the shop called me 30. I was like, yeah, I'm 30.
Oh yeah. You'll never hear the end of that.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Gene doesn't hear the end of his cotton story.
No, can you imagine? Can you imagine my
I remember
30-year-old birthday? Like I turned 30. It's just gonna be a cake that says you're 30. You know what I mean?
Oh, y'all are something else. I need to start fucking around with y'all. some more.
Well, yeah, well, we're allowed to handle, bro. You gotta watch. You gotta watch.
Whoa, my mouth is done for.
Look, all I'm saying is, when we were in TJ Maxx, everything that Gene did was on him.
Bruh, chill the fuck out.
That was funny.
You started that shit, bruh. It's all your fault.
Man,
bruh.
you were with a
all
group
your
of white
stuff, bruh.
dudes picking cotton in TJ Maxx. That don't look
What?
good for us, bro.
Happened?
That don't look good for us, bro.
Shut the
You
fuck
you
up.
black as night too. You not you ain't
Hold on, Jay,
you ain't
so it
you ain't
starts
caramel
out-
black, boy.
It starts out, Dalton, Gene, and I were at Walmart. And
This
you
is
know how
never
they
gonna
have-
end well. I'm
know
already
how-
scared.
How Walmart always has like the tub or like the little bungee strap things of basketballs?
Yeah.
Okay, so we were walking around Walmart and there's normal orange, there's brown, and then there's pitch black basketball.
There was
I
one.
nonchalant-
There was one. There was one single pitch black basketball.
No, the entire bottom half was. Pitch
That's what
black.
I remember. I remember there being
No.
one single pitch
The-
black basketball.
No, the entire base of it was pitch black basketballs.
I was
But I nonchalantly walk up to walk past Gene. I'm like, "Hey, Gene, look at your basketballs." And he looks over, looks back, and then does a double check. He's like, "Oh, you ain't right for that." So Dalton gets a call from his mom and was like, "Hey, like, you want to go out to eat and stuff like that?" She invites us all out. We're trying to figure out where to eat. Well, we decide on Buffalo Wild Wings because she was at TJ Maxx. We're like, "Well, hey, we'll meet you at TJ Maxx and we'll just go to B Dubs."
Dude.
So
Yeah,
Gene
hang
and
on. Can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
I'm amazed at your memory, bro. I'm coming from a guy that smokes weed every day. I'm amazed that you can remember shit like this. Dude. Like, holy, oh, is this regular memory? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this, dude? Holy shit! Guy, continue. I just wanted to interject for a second. You're good.
So we meet up with this mall at TJ Maxx, and she's kind of like in the back section, looking at like cookie trays and stuff. Well, I look over, I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the toy section because I want to see if they have any Pokemon cards there." Dude's like, "All right, I'll come with you." So him and I walk off. We look at, we're looking for Pokemon cards, looking at Hot Wheels and blah blah blah. Well, we come back in the middle of the aisle, facing like the inner store. There's this fake cotton in a bunch of fake cotton in some vases, and he whispers like, "Hey, Blade, hey, psst, Blade." So I turn around, and this fool is just picking fake cotton out of the plants, and I die
just grab it.
laughing, and I look over, and was like, Dalton, look at this guy. He's going back to his heritage. Dalton busts out laughing, and he goes, "Hey, Ma, look at this dude." And his mom turns
I go
around.
get my mom. My mom's a school teacher, right? And I'm like, Ma, look at this dude. Look at this. And I was like, "Gene, no, go back." He started moving, like, I don't show
Yeah.
your mom. I was like, "No, go back." I was like, "Look, you see that cotton?" He was picking that
And then
cotton, and he
picks
was
it
like,
for the second time.
yeah, and he goes back to it and starts,
Gee, what the fuck is wrong?
shit. Mom was like, "You ain't right for that. You know that. You ain't right for that. You ain't right for
You
that."
can tell she was holding back the laugh.
Fucked up.
And a couple days later, we go to Hobby Lobby. And we're like, "Man, this is some finer cotton. Maybe we need to get that for Gene as a Christmas present."
Damn.
It was actually. It was like low key. Even when it comes to decorations, that's some nice cotton, bro. That was pretty. That was pretty nice cotton, bro.
and then, like, okay, so Dalton and I had this really weird phenomenon that happens anytime we go anywhere. Things happen, we don't know why, we question it and make fun of it. We go to Walmart, and we see, this is like Christmas. We go to Walmart,
It's
and
like
there's a pumpkin wedged into a tree.
Yeah, it was a couple days before Christmas. Yeah, we just see weird shit like that all the time, and I'm like, I'll point it out. I'll be like, "Oh, hey Blaine, you see that pumpkin in the tree?" He's like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, I don't know, dude. There it is though. There's a pumpkin right in the tree, and he's like, "What the fuck, man? Why does this always happen?" Yeah, we'll see Elmo, like a dude
You
in
saw
an Elmo
Elmo?
costume walking around. We're like, "What the fuck? Let's walk the other way,"
We
That's
decide to go to
fine.
Target.
Yeah.
We go to Target, looking at Pokemon cards. Thought was like our usual run. And I'm like, I look at the board games and stuff, and on peripheral vision, I see some people there, and I'm just like, whatever, they're people. Well, I look back, like, I'm looking at more board games, and I keep seeing them just standing there, and I'll look up, and there's these two chicks in clown costumes.
Oh,
Just
hell no.
randomly in Target, standing in clown costumes.
Yeah, like
the
straight-
fat clown.
Straight clown costumes. I looked up at them. I was like, "You guys are gonna give someone heart attacks. You know that, right?" And they like snickered and walked off. It's like, what the fuck? I was like, what?
As we leave, and we pass them again. We just stood there in the middle of the aisle and laughed for a second and walked off.
We're like, Why does this happen? What the fuck? You know? What the fuck?
If I seen that shit, they'd be on the ground.
It's
Right.
it's so strange. It doesn't make any
Well, it's
sense
like,
to me.
I could understand doing a horror clown, but it was like a jumbo clown. Like it had a hula hoop that you wore to make you look fat.
I
Clown.
don't care.
Yeah, it was
Clowns
it was
are
it was one of those
zero.
big fat clowns. It looked like I could like punch him and it'd go, you know what I mean? Like the Mushroom Man or whatever. You know what I mean? You punch like the Mushroom Man or the Michelin Man or whatever it's called, and
Yeah.
you think that it just go, you know what I mean?
What
Same-
else
same
have
thing.
we seen? Like almost every time.
Oh
we do
yeah,
something,
we
do something stupid.
we've seen too much weird shit to be able to be like, you know,
Yeah.
number them
Those-
off. Have an idea.
Those are just the main events I remember because the pumpkin was around Christmas, the Elmo was after Thanksgiving, and the clowns was around Christmas.
Yeah.
And there were just the strangest things. Because I think the pumpkin was also this, or no. The pumpkin or Elmo was the same day I got extremely mad and was about to take my four-way out of my car and bust out somebody's back glass.
Yeah.
Because I don't like going over the Dave Ward Walmart speed bumps. And they
Wait a
had
second. Someone must have pissed you off bad enough for you to be acting like that because.
Oh, 100%.
They
You
were,
know,
yeah,
bruh,
they were,
Blaine been
they're,
going
they're,
off lately, bruh.
yeah,
He been missing out.
yeah,
He been going off
I
lately.
think he's going through puberty, guys.
Probably.
Yeah, that's what it is. He
He's-
been going off lately.
he's
I ain't
getting
never
those
seen Wayne that
he's
bad.
getting those anger spikes, bro.
Nah, you're getting older.
Yeah, he's getting that puberty, bro. Getting that anger spike, but let me tell you.
Facts.
Oh shit.
But no, like, you know how bad the speed bumps are at Dave Ward Walmart?
Yeah.
I don't hit those. Well, for 3 of those speed bumps, somebody was parked in each alleyway, sitting there, or in each aisle, just sitting there, not moving, nothing blocking them, not waiting for somebody to back off. They were just parked in the middle of the road.
Yeah, on their phone. They were on their phone. I mean, you can understand why. I mean, I get why he was pissed, and when it comes to Blaine getting upset about stuff, it's car stuff that he really gets
yeah.
mad with,
And
and
car sits low, you can't just go over them bumps anyways.
no,
No. Much
what-
less, like, I don't have a horn, so I can't just beep at them. So I have to rev bomb them. And that didn't make them move.
I didn't
no.
know you could do the horn.
Yeah, so there's a funny story behind the reason why I don't have a horn, but we can get to that in a minute. But yeah, no, it's not even like the speed bumps when you first enter Dave Ward, cause like that Walmart, cause like I'm cool with those, I can get past those. It's the ones at the front doors that are like
Yeah.
2 feet tall. Nah. But yeah, no.
2
so,
feet.
Maybe 3.
It's 2 feet tall. That's how you imagine speed bumps that are like up to your fucking knees.
Bro, I will fight somebody actually.
I can see
But,
Blaine
uh,
fighting over a speed bump.
Oh, I can too.
You know
Oh yeah.
what I'm saying?
You imagine we get a new place and they put a speed bump in that you can't go over?
Bro,
Oh, it's
I
over with.
will
Fucking somebody else.
know a guy with a bulldozer, I will get it destroyed.
I know,
I can
right?
see Blaine out there directing, dude. Tear that bitch up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I've already told Dalton, like, the 2 requirements for a house is a garage and a driveway that's flat, so that's not on a steep vertical angle.
Oh, y'all getting a place together?
Probably.
Fuck yeah. In town?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
coming back to Conway
Yeah,
as soon as
I'm
I-
trying to get his ass back into Conway, cause Mom L, dude, it's
can't
First month me living here, I had a
it's rough
bomb threat
out
in our
there.
neighborhood.
Yeah, it's rough out there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you swear about that.
In Mall Mel?
Dude, the
Jay,
first...
you got a lot to catch up on.
Dude,
my
you
guy.
have so much, Jay.
When was this? Wait, when was this bomb threat?
I moved to Maumelle, November of 2020. That December, we had a psycho guy go on the loose and lock himself. Like, okay, so Jay, look at my webcam.
I am.
This is our house. Like, this is the main road. This is our house. We have an alleyway here this is how we get in and out to our garages and stuff like that.
Right.
Houses here, and then there's more houses here that extend off into a neighborhood. So, our house is here. This house past the alleyway, dude barricaded himself inside the house, and they had to get FBI out or SWAT out because he was having a bomb threat. Because dude literally had made bombs on him.
Like
Like-
I'm still living there. What
the
the
CERT
fuck?
team.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Y'all didn't
shor-
move.
shortly after that, and keep in mind, okay, so a lot of people say Maumelle is a great place to live. I counteract that. At the same time,
Oh snap!
I mean, if you're in, I'm in one of the nicer areas of Maumelle. I'm in Country Club. I'm in that richy rich, snooty area of Maumelle.
Where the worst cops are.
Don't even get me started
Really?
on them.
Trust me, I know from first-hand experience with dumb police, but
Dude, I had a guy come up to me and we were talking about. I was like, "Screw him, Maumelle." He's like, "Dude, I lived there for 14 years. Like, it's amazing. And I work at their the PD for 4 years." I was like, "Screw their PD." He's like, "Why?" I was like, "Why? Because I get followed every time a cop is near my area." He's like, "You have a loud car?" I was like, "Yeah, but that has nothing to do with it because they can pull me over, and they can't do anything. They have no right to pull me over because I
If
know
they
it's done
did,
to my
they would.
car." Yeah. Anyways, that's a whole nother side topic story. BS. So, a week or two after the bomb threat, the Country Club golf course got robbed. So, things kind of died down. And then, God, what was it, a month or 2 months after? Dalton and I were running around hanging out and stuff. And I get a text from Mom like, "Hey, you coming home anytime soon?"
Yeah, it was like 2, maybe even 3 months later.
Maybe.
It was a while later, man.
We were at Trainer Jay's, and Mom texted me and was like, "Hey, you planning on coming home?" I was like, "Not for a little bit. Why?" She's like, "They have our entire neighborhood blocked off because of I don't even know the full story still, but somebody else locked themselves and barricaded themselves inside a house, and they had our entire neighborhood blocked off, and you couldn't come in or out." We've had-
turned up.
Or we also if you know where the David's Burger is in Maumelle.
Yup.
Okay.
Fire.
I live 30 seconds away from that David's Burgers.
Okay.
You take a left at that light, and that Walmart that's right there, going to that Walmart is North Little Rock. And that
Mm.
going to that Walmart's a 3-minute drive from where I live. So we get a lot of that North Little Rock crap. We had, whenever Mom's friend lived in Maumelle, we had a guy that was running around with what was believed to be a gun. I can't confirm. Running people off the road, pointing a gun out his window or at other people and stuff like that. Had a trailer, and he ran, I think, 3 people off the road here in Maumelle.
Damn.
Yep. Maumelle's also the reason why I drifted my shit box on the interstate. And whenever I say drifted, I mean a full 60 degrees sideways, transition to another 60 degrees, and straight back up.
Why?
That was just a couple of weeks ago too. That was
when
like
the
yeah, that
tornado
was
happened.
yeah, that wasn't long ago. Maybe a couple months. I don't know.
Yeah, a couple months
My
back.
perception of time is pretty bad.
I feel that.
I feel like I've known you about a month, and that's the first thing I said. It was I was worried about Delta.
So,
Yeah, my
how you gonna
perception
feel
of time
about
is
leaving
pretty
Mom
bad.
down there by herself, though, bro?
It's her decision. She wanted to
I
be
mean,
here.
true.
I love her, but it's her decision. If she chooses to be here, she moved. Oh, it's actually kind of messed up. She moved here because her main friend lives here. Her friend moved 4 months ago to Cabot, or BB or something, and lives in
So
a
tell-
$450,000 house.
So tell mom it's time to pack her shit up and get the fuck out of Marlboro.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but so you remember the whole tornado that went through a couple months back?
Yeah.
The whole it broke records. It had rotation over Mayflower. Ended up touching down in Jonesboro. Leveled out a nursing home there. Went to Amazon. Killed 50 people.
Yeah, I didn't know about all that.
Yeah, okay, so this tornado. So, this tornado broke several world records out of tornadoes. One of the most deadliest ones that we've had overall. It went through 4 states, and that night, it leveled out several Dollar Generals, leveled out a nursing home in Jonesboro, it leveled out a Amazon facility. I forget what state it was in. It killed 50 people there.
I think
Leveled
it's
out.
Kentucky.
I think
When
so.
was he? Just recently?
Yeah, it was the most recent crazy tornado that happened.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
okay.
there's like 4 tornadoes in Thursday that were like about to touch down. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
Damn.
But this also leads to a funny story. It leads to a funny story, and it leads to the reason why I drifted my car on the interstate. But
I
yeah,
gotcha.
this tornado went over 200 and something miles plus over 4 states. That second day it was confirmed. That second day, like the morning, confirmed over 100 fatalities from it, and that wasn't everything. Anyways, Dalton and I, we're like, hey, we're gonna run around for a little bit. So we go over to GameStop, and I'll hold off on the Dalton's funny story until I finish the drifting. We go to GameStop. We hang out with Dalton over there at GameStop. We come back. We go to Target, and I get a text from Mom saying, "Hey, don't come home." I was like, "What do you mean?" So at this point, we walk into Target. We're not even in there for a minute, and the tornado sirens for Conway go off. There was rotation over Mayflower and a potential touchdown. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Dalton and I will just kind of hang out here for a little bit longer and stuff like that. Finally, things clear out, and I get on the interstate. We end up going towards Little Rock. There's that, like, you get the rice fields, and it goes up the hill.
Yeah.
Obviously, you know how physics works. If there's a hill here, your headlights hit here.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, I was one of the only few people on the road that whenever this happened. Well, as soon as I leveled out up the hill, there's a coyote in the middle of the interstate, standing in the slow lane. So, you know, roads are soaking wet. I swerved off, and I just, like, whenever I say cream, I don't mean like hardcore, like, killed him or anything. But I slammed into the head and torso of that thing, and it was just, but yeah, I ended up drifting my car on the interstate because whenever I hit him doing 75, 80, and trying to go over that force impact started the transition. I got off to the side, surprisingly 0 damage done to the car, but I called Dalton as I was getting back on the interstate, like, dude, like, you're not gonna believe what just happened, like, dude.
It was bad, yeah.
Dude, that was
Yeah, it was bad.
I'm always scared I'm gonna hit something. Like on the way home, we were arguing about like who's the worst driver, and I'm like, well, we're both gone in the ditch once. Like we're even. He's like, no, I've gone in the ditch a lot. I'm like, well, I've only gone in the ditch once.
right.
But like he has when he was young. Actually, like when I was younger, I was pretty reckless driving.
Well,
in the snow.
where you guys live, it's a bit different, you know. Here, people are just starting to realize that they might have to acclimate to
Yeah.
driving in the
that's the
snow.
thing.
You know,
Even
people.
I don't realize it, and I like slide at a stop sign, and I live here. You know, like it.
Well, I
Take
mean, you guys. I'm 100% sure you guys think about the fact that you're driving in the snow a lot more often
Yeah.
than.
I just
than we
hate
do.
driving in the snow when it's
You
snowing,
know?
when it's icy, and when the roads are
Fine.
shit.
Wait, hang
I
on a
don't
minute, Gene.
I live in
Gene,
the country and
Jay,
I haven't hit anything yet.
what'd you hear? What'd you hear? What'd you hear, buddy?
He's excited for the next story I'm about to tell.
No, yeah, that was bad. No, during this hurricane fucking tornado bullshit, it was
As soon
raining.
as we get to GameStop,
It was raining.
poured down so hard.
It was raining
Cops
so
were turning his
hard.
lights on, and his lights were dim because of the rain.
It was raining so hard. It was
and then you got in the wrong person's car.
pouring. It was pouring,
CC.
pouring rain.
Wait, what? Because I've heard this.
It was pouring. It was pouring rain. We go into GameStop because my buddy, his name is also Dalton. He and I went to high school together, but I've known him for years, and we go in there just to kind of see him, just to bullshit around and I don't know,
Right.
talk to him about bullshit, look around GameStop, you know. So after we come out, right? And we're like, all right, ready? And before, okay, so let me preface this by saying before we said ready, set, go, to go to his car, I mean, an excuse is always for me. I'm pretty high at the time,
Of course.
and
You were lovely.
and it was raining hard, and I didn't think to myself, where's his car?
He didn't think to
before-
look for the
Before
only
we
pink
go, right?
vehicle outside.
I
more
just
than right.
I
You
thought
must
to
have
myself,
been
let's go, and I was following him, and as soon as I lose track of him, but I'm just looking at my feet.
Yeah, he's not even paying attention to anything. He's looking straight down.
I'm just looking at my feet, right? So I see a gunmetal car, and I open the passenger door, and I get in.
So while he's opening that door, I'm at my
Let's
driver's
get
door.
in.
I'm about to sit in my car, and I look over, and my passenger door's not open. I'm like, what is going on? I don't see Dalton. All I see is the passenger door of a 8th gen gunmetal Civic start closing. And I'm just like, Dalton! And I
Like, what the
yell
fuck?
at him. And then that door swings back open. He looks up like, huh? What are you talking about? I'm like, you're in the wrong car, dude.
Hell no.
So what? Oh, I was like,
Oh,
oh shit! I didn't, dude. When I got in the car, like when I look back and I think about it now, I didn't even look around to see if anyone was in there. I was just getting in the car, you know. And when
I think the end stream real quick and just kind of chill and talk.
and I look up, bro, and I just kind of look around and I'm like, what the fuck is this? I was like, I don't know this, and I hear him yelling, and I'm like, obviously this is the wrong car. Why the fuck is your door unlocked? You know what I mean?
Right.
Your door is unlocked, you're just in a parking lot. Like, what are you doing, bro? And like a nice looking Civic Si, you know what I mean? It was a nicer car.
My thought process, and like in my head, I was like, you're looking straight down. By the time you got to the door, you should have realized, like, because you know the cherry blossom runs all the way through my car. So in my head,
It's
my
the
thought
last
process,
thing
like,
I
even
think
if you're
about.
looking down,
It's the
you
last
should
thing I
at least
look
still be
at.
able to see the peak.
I
And if you don't see the peak, you should know something's wrong.
Bro, tunnel vision, you know?
Yeah.
I'll only see like.
All right, well,
like this
my bad
much.
car story. When I was in high school, my friends thought it was a good idea to hotbox my parents' car, which it normally would be, but I forgot that I had to pick my mom up, and like in like half an hour or like an hour or something, right after we hotboxed the shit out of her car, and she worked at the Addictions Foundation in Manitoba. So I had to like go up with Jamie, my friend, actually that I'm still friends with, and me and her were just like laughing the whole time, and my mom's like, "Are you high?" And we're like, "No," and like her car's like smelling like weed. It was just like the worst, most embarrassing thing.
That's,
done playing Paladins 4?
that's pretty bad.
Yeah, I think so. We've been playing it for 7.5 hours.
That's not long enough. Get back on. Yeah.
We definitely have.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna end my stream soon and just kind of chill and chat.
Fuck you, stream. We're out.
Dalton, I need to make a scene set up like that so I can throw Discord up.
Fuck you, bitch.
But
Need to get intro videos going and shit.
X.
Whoa, whoa.
Yeah, dude, on Hood.
Gene just moved from down there to up there. What the hell happened?
M turned her camera off.
How dare you?
I'm sorry, my drunk ass friend is texting me.
he said all Hood.
You gotta keep it 50 feet.
He said-
Oh shit, he got the rag on. We finna go down. We
Keep
finna go
it
do
50
something.
feet.
Keep it 55th Street.
Shit, I'm gonna go check out some art then, since y'all got off the power.
Smark, is that what you said?
Ark, A-R-K.
Yeah, I've played the fuck out of Ark, man.
I got my own server though. I do what the fuck I want.
Oh yeah.
Dino levels are at like 300 after you tame them. Max levels like
You know-
900.
The weird thing about having a black cat is she drools so much, man.
Yup.
She drools.
drools.
She drools everywhere. No. No, not at all. Look,
Do you get her baked with you or something?
does this cat look old?
Yes.
Yeah.
Looks about 30.
No, fuck, man, go fuck yourself, bro.
God.
No, I think it's. I've heard it's just a thing with black cats. Apparently, they just drool. They just drool everywhere for some reason. I don't know.
Why is that a thing?
It's super strange.
So, welcome to my crib, MTV.
Welcome to my crib and TV.
Oh, you just. Oh. What, CC? What? Yeah, I just got comfy, CC.
Is that your mom's shit back there?
I'm downloading
Yeah.
this game
Mm.
to play with.
You moved your shit around, didn't you? Looks like it's moved.
What the
Last
hell
time.
is this?
I don't know. That's what I was suggested to play with these people.
Here, I'll install it. It's free, and I have 4 terabytes of storage.
Yeah, it's free and it's small. It seems like a fun game.
It's
Hopefully you don't have to turn on your
small,
phone.
but I got 4 terabytes of storage. You're good.
Social deduction. Yeah, it's probably Come on.
Realistically, I only have 2 terabytes per
Ridiculous.
game.
I want to get another fucking. Do I have a spot for another thing on my computer?
Yeah, you
you know which one I'm talking about? The little fucking this thing. The one I got you. Yeah.
Maybe you should though. I
And
should be
if
able to
not-
run 2 of those. I think that case has 2 SSD slots and 2 hard drive slots. I think.
Well, as long as the motherboard can hold it. Damn.
Or that motherboard was also the same motherboard that had 3 terabyte or 3.5 terabytes.
My graphics card's so bad.
Or give it to me and buy a new one.
What? Give what to you?
The graphics card.
I mean, I'm just gonna take it. Yep, give me the money for a new one. I'll give it to you. Got it. It's all you.
I give you the money that I paid for it.
What'd you pay? $3?
Pretty much.
I know.
And look, I only charged you $100 for everything else.
I'll trade you a GeForce GTX 460 for it.
I paid $300 for the graphics card,
Oh,
and I
oh.
sold you that desktop for $4.
I said $3, not 300.
Well, $3 is basically $300 or $300
Bruh, I
in the graphics card.
I got a 460, bruh. I'll just trade you for that.
Yeah, but come on, let's go right now.
I
I'm
got it.
for it.
Yeah, but it's at the shop.
Straight up.
Cool.
Yeah,
It
it's
might work, it might not.
it's up at the shop right now.
Here's a trade. You take a chance on the shittier graphics card than what you got. And it may not work. Let's do it.
And it came out of an AMD computer, so you know it's probably cursed.
It's the first ever build
Watch your
that I
mouth.
had.
Don't curse at me, damn it.
I just brought it up to the shop to show them. It's the first ever computer that I built. And I
Just
just
show them what kind of garbage you had.
at the time it was a great build. I mean, it was years
It's
ago.
like
It was years ago.
A Ryzen 3 that's in there.
Yeah,
What?
I mean, at the time it was brand new. You know what I mean? It just came out. It was like the top of the line.
That's what Google told you at least.
But no, I mean, I didn't pick out the parts. I just
Well, see?
learned how to build it with someone else.
See, back in that day, if you bought a graphics card that was the best of that year and just came out that year, or a motherboard, it would take 4 years for the next best thing to show up. I rebuilt my computer last year, 6 months later, with brand new like stuff that came out January of last year. 6 months later, we're on 12th gen stuff with higher, and more faster processing motherboards, and DDR5 is coming.
So when the minute you upgrade, it's yeah, it's over with.
Yeah. I
Mike
honestly,
is that?
huh?
What mic is that?
High
Is that a
pros.
blue mic, purple mic?
It's yeah, it's
the
got
quality
LEDs
Yeah,
on
upgrade
it.
from the one that I got.
Yes, yes. It's the upgrade from the one that I hooked you up with, because this one's the RGB one.
Yeah.
I forgot.
You know what I learned how to make today?
Yourself
What?
happy?
Cannabis butter.
Huh?
Some cannabis butter.
You didn't know how to do that?
Yeah, I know how to do it.
I didn't hear the cannabis part, so I thought he just said he learned how to make butter. I was like, dude, I learned that in, like 5th grade.
I've made it. I've baked with it before. I can't make it in the house here.
Okay,
because it-
Stacey, we get it. You're a stoner.
the fumes go through the house and it can't get it gets like smelly.
Gene, I'll teach you how to make wax, bruh. Wax out of just weed. You can bring me just weed,
Oh, yeah?
and I'll make dabs out of it. Yeah,
Let's
Put me
do it.
on.
yeah,
Put me on.
yeah. Come on.
Put me
Why?
on.
Why haven't you asked?
Alright.
Because Gene's too broke. That's why. Hey, you make some of the out of the HHC flour we got.
I could.
That's what Gene needs. we won't see Gene for like 3 days after
Fuck
that.
no. Fuck no. he'd be dead. He'd be
Hey,
dead.
we gotta
He'd be
try that,
out.
bro. I wanna see
I can do it with a hair straightener.
It's a whole
Oh.
other.
Yep. That's all I need. Just a hair straightener, some parchment paper. I'll show you how to do it.
Where the hell can we get a
Yes.
hair straightener from, bro?
I don't. Fucking Walmart. I don't know.
Hot plates,
Dollar
right?
store.
Yeah, it's 2 hot plates and you squish it together.
Yeah.
A t-shirt press.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be a hair straightener. A t-shirt press is 2 hot plates that press together. A rosin,
fire.
a rosin press, like a real dab making machine, is called a rosin press, right? Those rosin presses is 2 hydraulic, like, heat plates that just are. It's like a 2-ton, some are 10-ton. It's 2 big ass heat plates that just squish each other. And just it just squishes the THC out of the weed.
Don't you sit like me?
My knees are right here.
Yeah, mine are
I'm
too.
sorry, I'm clumsy.
Yeah.
So I'll be like you.
But at least 3 of us have a chair that can go 180 degrees backwards.
No, yeah, you don't want to play no games with me, bud. Come on, no. Let's go.
God
I'm
dang.
You don't want to play no games.
I'm waiting.
My chair don't even go down
Boy,
like
he
that.
just lays back and his chair breaks.
Yeah.
That'd be funny shit
Yeah,
though.
it's bad.
For real, for real.
Come on.
I mean, imagine hearing that on stream. You just hear it blank out, what the fuck, and
Koosh,
the chair's just
koosh,
broken.
koosh, koosh.
I
Boom.
do have. I've got screws I
Boom.
gotta make.
Says boom, arm goes flying, mic gets kicked, everything fucking desk breaks, everything fucking falls.
Yo,
Can you imagine?
pissed.
Dude,
No,
I'm trying
I'm-
to think of some of the other funny stories that we've had since, Jay's disappearance.
I've actually look at this. I have another one of these
Did you
little.
tell Jay how me and you met Blaine?
And,
Well, I don't know.
I
People.
mean,
I don't know.
imagine
Okay, CC is one of Dalton's really good Overwatch
Yeah.
friends. M is
Oh,
a
okay.
stalker.
I'm not a stalker.
Shut
I
up.
love this car. I still love
Stalker.
this car.
Who's she stalking? You or
Yeah, yeah. She watched me go into Walmart. She watched me walk out of
No.
Walmart.
Okay, I seen it. I was like, okay, he's cute. I seen a car. I was like, oh shit, I love the car. I'm a car girl. I was raised like that. And so I was like,
Yeah, but you don't have a good
okay.
taste in cars. You
what?
don't like the Hachiroku?
What's wrong with you, woman?
Damn.
You
Yeah.
like the
Oh,
Hachiroku?
I was not a car girl, but my grandpa could probably take a whole car apart and put it back together. But then, yeah, not me. Not me.
Hey, tell him to hook me up with a hot. No, y'all have left-hand drive cars, right? That's how Canada works, right?
We have what?
Left-hand drive.
Canada.
car.
No,
CC.
Canada's right-hand drive.
Nah, Canada's
Hey.
just like us.
Hey, CC.
Drive on the
Hey.
other side of the roads or what? Like, what do you-
No, do you
Okay.
are your
What side
cars?
of the car is your steering wheel on?
Do you get in on the left-hand side of the car or the right-hand side of the car?
What?
You get it. You open the left door and
The
get
same as you.
yeah.
The same as you.
Okay.
You say
Hey, hey, why
Well,
you?
there's portions in Canada that are right-hand drive.
CC, why
Yeah, but like not that many.
why you was
Quite a few, yes.
why you was so squinty, CC?
She looked like an Asian over there. I'm starting to question that she's from Canada.
Hey, it's 3 a.m. and I don't have kids in the house. It's amazing.
Technically,
What's
it's
that?
319.
What? Yes, it is party time. It is
Party, let's all get
Oh, Jay.
what?
So we might be
Good.
holding a 2009 Nissan Altima.
Wait, what? Wait, who?
Yeah, I'm
Something
coming
like-
into to
The car
acquire an 09 Nissan Altima Coupe,
Does he
which
drive like a truck?
I do, but I've driven like a Toyota Celica. I bought a Mitsubishi Eclipse one time that had Lamborghini doors on it.
Hell yeah.
Dalton!
Damn. That'd
Jay
be
doesn't know.
Getting fancy.
Oh,
with it.
I know.
They don't know what. Tell me now.
But no, I bought this Mitsubishi Eclipse with Lambo doors, and I bought it for a really good price though, but I've always had that truck, and I've gotten rid of everything else. You know what I mean? But no, what Blaine's talking about is I've known that guy for like 20 years. You know, like I said, I'm 27. Blaine's what, 24, 25,
Almost 24.
20, 24. You know, so I've known him for like 20 years. You know, Blaine's parents had a divorce when he was just a wee lad.
What? They didn't tell me.
Just like that big, right? And right. And he went and lived with his mom, and his mom needed somewhere to stay but while they were getting a place, right? So they end up staying with my aunt, and I didn't know that. I didn't know that when I met Blaine.
Keep in mind, my
Oh,
parents got a
snap.
divorce whenever I was like 2.
Yeah,
Right.
he was
This
he
was
was
know
a
that.
couple months after.
Yeah,
like,
he was like that
2
big.
going on 3.
yeah, he was
Tiny little lad.
Just so you know,
a wee baby boy, just a wee little
Don't
lad,
do it,
a wee
Trina,
little baby
stop it.
boy.
Shut up. I'm trying to hear Cece.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
sis.
I heard
No,
nothing
you-
what PC said.
Right.
Oh my god.
Continue.
Delta is streaming us right now. I'm just telling you.
Yes.
Yeah, sure am.
Bro! Didn't even know that.
Yeah,
Hey, you
sure
know
am.
what? No. Hey, for stream, they can look at my crotch.
I
Yeah.
can't, like, this duck game won't
Oh,
load.
snap.
Yeah, broken promises.
Sorry, CC. Go ahead. CC has the talking stick.
Cece, I thought you were gonna tell us something.
Can you not hear me?
No,
No,
we
we
can.
can. We've just
No,
been
we
talking over
can.
you.
Because you're just tripping me out. I'm sorry. Don't even.
Hey, Dalton, did you hear that? That sounded like wind. I see like CC moving, but like and her box lighting up, but I couldn't hear her.
Did you say something?
You're a weirdo.
I can't help it. You know.
No. Why did your screen just turn red?
I don't know. I
Oh,
don't know.
no,
I
It
tried
really did though.
No, CC, you
Looks like she had like a big old suntan.
CC, you have LED. You have
Suntan.
LEDs in there, don't you? CC, you've got lights in there.
No, the back of my Alienware monitor is pink for sure. So
Where'd you
I
go? Come back.
Yeah,
No one
yeah.
told you to leave.
You've got lights in
wasn't-
that. You've got lights, and it was freaking them out.
Oh.
It's making me laugh too much.
But no, apparently I've known that little fucker for like 20 years.
Yeah.
That's so fucking
And,
crazy.
I
I'm
feel
so
bad
jealous.
for both of y'all.
I know,
I'm
right?
jealous I'm jealous of Blake for knowing Dalton.
I'll be like CC will message something like she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Oh, hanging out with Dalton." She's like, "I'm so jealous of
She's
you."
like, you asshole, you know. I've known CC for a while. I've known
I
that.
can't even come there
Yeah,
if I wanted
yeah.
to. It's
Why?
Not
Yeah,
20 years.
Well, I've known CC longer than when I've met Blaine, but I've actually
Yep.
known Blaine longer than I've known CC. It's weird as hell.
Damn.
It's so weird.
It's weird as hell, but
I'm
Figure it
laying in
out.
bed, I'm watching YouTube, and I get a message from Dalton, "Hey, don't ask questions. Go ask your mom if they know so and so." I'm just like,
when
Okay, whatever.
and so is two names, and it was the name of my mom and my aunts. Right, just people that I'm related to. I was like, "Hey, would you happen to know these people?" I was out to dinner with my aunt, and she was asking me, "What you been up to?" And I was like, "Hey, I got this job, you know, blah blah blah." Well, who you working with? Anyone cool? Yeah. I mean, my boss. Who is it? I brought his name. What's his last name? You're like, no shit. Tell him to text his mom or to ask his mom if they know blah 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 if they know us. And I was like, what? What are you talking about? This is my. I just got that. What are you talking about? You're like, seriously, just trust me, just do this. I'm like, all right. So I sent Blaine this. I was like, bro, do you know these names? Go ask your mom if she knows these names. If I don't know why, but apparently
like,
my
"Don't ask
aunts.
questions, just go ask."
My aunts just ask them just go ask your mom.
So
Goes
I
in-
roll out of bed. I'm all like, "Man, I'm comfy. I don't want to get out of bed." Roll out of bed, and I walk in and ask mom. I was like, "Hey, do you know these names?" She sat there for a couple minutes, like, they sound familiar. And she's like, "Who are they?" I'm like, "Well, they're Dalton's aunt." She's like, "Well, what's his last name?" I was, told mom his last name, and
But it's
she
all
got on
it's
Facebook.
awfully weird because my last name, my dad died when I was just like 2, so my last name's different because my mom remarried, and that's also different than all of my families because they've all remarried. It's mainly women that's in my family. Men married into it, so the last names are always pretty fucky with my family,
Fucky.
honestly. Yeah.
So she pulls up her Facebook and she starts going through her photos. She was looking for a certain photo. Scrolled past one, and immediately pointed out his mom and was like, "His mom's a teacher." I was like, "Well, she used to be. Now she teaches teachers to be teachers."
When
She-
my
so she-
and I mean, mind you, yeah, he had went out and met my mom. Gene and Blaine both went out to B-dubs with me and mom and just had dinner, you know.
Oh yeah.
So mom scrolls over for a couple more photos and points out his mom, his aunt that he was eating with, and his aunt that mom and I lived with.
Yeah, it was super
And
weird.
I was like, I come back and I text him like, "There's no fucking way.
He was like, "What the fuck?" He was like, "Are you telling me that?" I was like, "Bro, we knew each other when we were like kids." Because
So
my...
that's whenever mom tells me the story of it was shortly after her and my dad got a divorce. We were waiting for the apartment we wanted to move in to have the room available and like renovated. So his aunt was like, "Hey, you can come crash with us." So we crashed with his aunt for a few months
Yeah.
before we moved in.
Mm.
Right.
And then there was your, Noonie nights that
Mm.
apparently him and I went to all like every week.
Yeah, I
all the
was I was a little boy. I was small. I was younger than 10, and I couldn't say my aunt's name because her name was Lenora. So I would say Noonie or Noon,
Okay.
and every
Right.
Thursday or Friday we would go over and hang out at their house. And his mom would bring him over to hang out with us, the kids, you know what I mean? Because she wanted him to socialize with other kids, which is completely understandable, So yeah, Blaine and I knew each other when we were like literal children, and somehow have come to become friends as adults.
The thought, like, what blows my mind even more is I get a message. I'm on the phone because this is whenever our lock went out on the door at the shop, so I couldn't get
Oh
in.
shit.
Yeah. So long story short,
Again?
go to open up the shop, door locks, and we had to call the locksmith to fix everything.
Again?
No, it was that one day, that one time.
When I was up there with you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You remember me complaining, like, whenever Brittany got off the phone, and the last thing she said to me was, "Hey, I have 2 people coming in." And
Oh yeah.
you remember how mad I was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you knew
Yeah.
nothing about it.
Yeah, exactly. It was the last thing she said. "Hey, I need you to fill out 2 new paperwork for new hires tomorrow morning." And I'm like, "What?" So and then she hangs up. I'm all mad. I'm heated. Him and Ashley both come in, and I'm explaining to them the situation, how mad I am.
Yeah.
And
I
then
remember
lo and
that.
behold, the random dude that she hires off the street is somebody I've known since I was 2.
Crazy.
Like-
Super weird.
Yeah.
Super strange.
Last time you done something right, Brittany? God damn it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. He's the
It's
one and
super
only
weird.
employee that has stayed.
That's what I've been
happened with Ashley?
told. Yeah. Ash.
Like Jay
yeah.
knows.
What
Yeah,
did?
you have no idea.
No. What did happen to Ashley? Something happened with Ash, and she I think got into it with Nikki or something like that.
Yes. There
Sounds
was-
about right.
Ashley was picking up a second, like, from what I can remember, Ashley was picking up a secondary job. Nikki didn't want to work on that schedule and help her and stuff like that. And also, a lot of it came down to cleaning, because Ashley would clean something, and then Nikki wouldn't clean anything for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Oh, so
and
Sammy
then-
all over again.
Yeah. Nikki started complaining about, starting like writing Ashley up, saying Ashley's not doing her job, when in reality, when Nikki's not doing anything for 6 hours, because this was before her manager position, Nikki was complaining to Ashley about Ashley and writing her up, and Ashley just had a breaking point, said, "Screw you, this is ridiculous, like, I stopped doing it because you're literally doing nothing but sitting here watching YouTube all day."
She thought she was a manager and didn't have to. Or soon to be a manager.
Yeah. So, her and Ashley got into it. Ashley walked out, and then Andrew quit for similar reasons. But the other reason for Andrew quitting was because he was being petty, of like, "Oh, I'm older than anyone that's worked at either one of the stores, so I have more experience. I should be manager." That kind
Oh,
of guy.
fuck out of here.
Yeah. So Andrew walked out on that note too.
Just because you are older doesn't mean stupid. Anyways,
If he would have been manager at my
Yeah.
store and I've been there for 3.5 years, I'd have fired him.
Bro, can you imagine if just because this homeless guy that's talking to himself with a wheelchair, carrying around a fucking ukulele, is older than me means I'm gonna hire his bitch ass to be my manager. Fuck off.
Right.
All right,
Come
go
on,
fuck
man.
that's actually a real story.
Hey,
that
hold up. I need a poll.
that's
I need a
actually
poll
real.
quick. Jay,
Huh.
do you think we'd get more business if we had a pet frog at the shop? A shop frog?
A shot.
Yes or no? Yes.
All
or
you
no?
gotta say is, yeah, bruh.
Yes. Jay,
Of course.
honest,
Why would you?
honest. No, no,
Of
no.
course.
I need you to take a breath. I need a honest answer. Yes or no?
Of course, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
tell Brittany we need one then.
Think Brittany's gonna listen to me?
Bro, she straight up like okay. Long story short, I'm getting a frog in the future. No one's gonna stop me. Okay, we found the gamer terrarium, and I have to have it. I need a frog.
Listen, here's the
Anyways.
thing. Here's the thing. You are the manager of that store. So if you put a fucking pet frog in that motherfucker and feed it yourself and she tells you to get rid of it, she's on the bogue and she needs to suck a dick and move on around.
What's crazier is the fact that so the guy that runs the neighborhood pet shop is one of my regulars, and he told us he will give us everything we need. We just have to buy the frog.
Hmm?
He will give us the terrarium, the mulch or moss
Damn.
and tree, the white, everything,
Yeah,
with
dude.
the exception of we have to put their store banner on the back of the tank so
So
you can
what?
see it through the glass. I'm like, okay,
So
done.
what?
That's perfectly fine. I'll talk to my boss. Brittany says no. She
Why?
tells me, are you gonna talk to Gurmeet about that? I was like, you could call him right now, and I will have a sit-down FaceTime conversation with him. Because 100%, I know my
that the
people, I know
fucking
my
owner?
customers, and it's as simple as, hey, have you been to the shop that has the frog? Somebody's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, what vape shop has a frog? Oh, Vapor World. They come in, the word gets spread around that we have a shop frog. More business comes in because we have a shop frog. Like,
No, we could
I
just,
know my people.
bro, we could just update the shop Instagram to have like a picture, the profile picture be like a frog. Loads.
I don't understand.
You know what I mean?
Why you can't make your own decisions for your own store?
Yeah, it's
she is regional
weird, dude.
manager, but it's still your fucking store, fool. That's what I don't understand.
Because she doesn't understand the fact whenever I pitch something that it's a good idea. Whenever I pitch something that is a good idea, she doesn't understand it until it's too late. I got Jean hired on the spot. She comes into the store 2 weeks ago. And we start
Jean's
doing a
asleep, by
ring.
the way.
Do what?
Jean's asleep.
Oh,
I ain't taking that now. Sorry. Go ahead.
Houston, messaging Houston. We have a problem. Jade, wake the fuck up.
Meditate.
Meditating.
My hot ass, you meditating, bro. What the fuck?
So Brittany's at the shop 2 weeks ago, and we're talking. Russellville 1 and 2 both have 2 employees. She has to hire at least 4 people for those stores.
I don't want to hear about this shit.
So, yeah, right. So we've been hiring for the part time for what 6-8 months or some crap.
Yeah.
Gene, like Brittany and I were rearranging the shop. Gene shows up, he's hanging out, stuff like that, blah blah blah. Well, I told her, it was like, look, I can't, like, I'll talk to Dalton, I'll have him text Sky, like, we need to get somebody on, because whenever my shit becomes easier, stuff for you becomes easier, because I can send people to CBD World if I absolutely have to,
Right.
but you don't have to worry about finding coverage for my store. This woman, literally 2 feet away from Gene, looks at him and goes, why don't you work here? You're here all the time. Now, that being said,
The same thing she said to me.
I have mentioned to her 6 times beforehand, some in recent times, the 2 people since, your stuff, the 2 other people were Sky and Gene. I told her, hire either one of them 2, I will be happy. All you have to do is give me that, hey, hire. She was 2 feet from him and asked him why he didn't work there. She comes in a couple days later. Hanging out, we start talking about applications again, and again, I reiterate, Gene and Sky are the only two people are the two main people I'm a-okay with being here because I know I can work with that.
I know them. I want them people. Shit.
She still doesn't do it. She comes in this week. She comes in Tuesday. And she comes in, she's only here for like 10 minutes max. Granted, don't get me wrong, she's being she's a bit stressed out and stuff like that. And she had to go to another store because of some BS that went down. And she found out as she was walking out, as she walked out, because my goal was I'm getting somebody hired on whether she likes it or not right now. I was like, I looked at her, I was like, look, I can text Sky, I can see if she's still for sure, like, I can have her come in right now, or Gene. She looked at me, she's like, or she looked at Gene and was like, do you want this job? He was like, I mean, shoot, yeah. She's like, no, I'm being dead ass serious. Do you want this right now? And he was like, well, yeah. She looked at me and she was like, are you cool with that? I was like, look, I've told you like a thousand
fucking times. Yeah.
Gene or Sky, Gene or Sky, Gene or Sky, Gene or Sky, Gene or Sky. Either one I will be okay with. But she's like, okay, have them fill out the application, send in this new hire paperwork. She's like, congrats, dude. I gotta go. And walked out, so.
Stupid, though. Why does it take so long?
Bro,
Brittany,
stood
don't-
2
Shit,
feet away
right.
from him. Could have done an interview and could have done an interview with Sky, or didn't even bother with Sky and could have hired him over a week ago.
But when she comes in the next time, she forgets all about it. Like, she has no idea that you even mentioned Gene.
100%.
Yeah, I already know what it is. I ain't gonna say it, but I know what it is.
Beth.
Do-do-do. Today's February 6th. It's a year of my dad's death.
Oh, so it
Just
is
so y'all
Beth.
know. I just said today's a year this marks a year of my dad dying. That's all I said.
Yeah, you changed the subject immediately. She's on meth.
She's on meth.
Actually, no. Realistically, Jay.
How's she looking?
Realistically, Jay. If she is on meth, you have to tell me. Because I told her if she is, I'm walking out.
How's she look?
I don't know.
Not like she looking sexy, but like, you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. Because I see her once every 6 months.
see, that's the problem.
Yeah. She wasn't like with Melissa, where like you could tell. And Melissa.
Alright guys, I think this is where we're gonna call it. I've been live for 8 hours. I hope wherever you guys are, I hope you have a wonderful evening, day, afternoon, morning. It could always be worse, but it could always be better. Strive to be better, guys. And tomorrow will always be better. Figure it out. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Later, guys.